NCFC promo interviews. Austin's interview, take 1. This is Blake interview, take 2. Hold. Now.
Hold for marker cap.
Ready? This is NCFC promo interviews. This is Brent interview, take 1.
My name's Austin Pigza. I'm a co-founder of the New Carolinas Film Collective along with Blake. Currently, I just describe myself as an actor, producer, editor.
My name is Blake Kinsey. I am one of the co-founders of the New Carolinas Film Collective and the founder of Back Porch Films.
Hey there, I'm Brent Jones. I'm an independent filmmaker, new to the game, only a couple years out or so. So I started as a writer and was working with people outside North Carolina and was getting a little frustrated because my work was just kind of going out into Nowheresville. Some of it was getting produced, a lot of times it was changed, and I had very little contact with it.
I came to be in the North Carolina filmmaking scene. Basically, my journey started about 2 years ago here when I worked on a local independent horror film. I never really took that leap, and you know, I had friends who were in the industry. I had family friends who wanted to help me kind of get my foot in the door. And then one day, I don't know, something snapped and I was just like, there's a casting call. It's a really small role, but I'll be on a set and it's a feature film. So I went for it, and pretty much since then, I haven't looked back.
I came to be a part of the North Carolina filmmaking scene just by jumping on as many projects as I could. Originally just found my way onto projects through the many Facebook groups that exist in the whole Southeast filmmaking scene and North Carolina filmmaking scene.
So I had a friend that went to a film festival in Cary, North Carolina, and he came out and said, hey, I know you're a writer, why don't you make something local? And I started doing research on the internet, look at the local scene, look at film festivals, and what I found was there was very active, many active groups on Facebook about filmmaking. I happened upon some people that all kind of had one thing in common. They were all making content locally, and right at that time they were all forming, I guess it was Austin and Blake were forming the New Carolinas Film Collective.
So I came to found, or I guess co-found, the New Carolinas Film Collective something over a year ago. I originally had the idea when I first moved out here to the Triangle. Everybody out here has their own production circle, and these production circles don't interact with each other too much. And so everybody, you know, is almost a little guarded about the people that they work with. If we could take all those people and bring them all together and get them to pool their resources and help each other out and become a stronger community, then we would see a larger influx of projects coming out in this area.
Personally, I was on a set that didn't go very well. I felt I was mistreated. Really negative experience, my first negative experience on a set. And it was kind of a wake-up call to me to want to give people the tools to not let that happen to them, and kind of know what to look for, kind of know what the expectations are.
I think the whole idea with this collective is just to be a safe space for filmmakers on any stage of their journey, and be a place where they can continue to learn and continue to grow in their careers and in their craft.
For me, the New Carolina Film Collective has been a huge resource. Of the Facebook groups that were active, there were very few at the time that were offering in-person meetups and networking. Late night, drove up to Durham, went to their first meeting, and right there and then I found people that shared the same passion for creativity and were actually getting projects done and not just talking about it, and in my world, that's huge.
We originally just started doing small screening events and networking events to get people together, and thus far that's kind of what we've done and where we've lived.
Now, we're kind of expanding to do this event you're at right now, and we only want to go up from here. More people, more connections, and then eventually more resources that we can give to just kind of really stimulate the Carolina film scene. But right now, it's very much a networking tool. We do events. It's very networking focused, and we kind of want to start expanding that to renting equipment, whether it be finding spaces for people to film, whether it just be having volunteers who will help out micro-budget productions. We don't want stories to not be made because of things that can easily be fixed we really want to be curators that can kind of help you track that stuff down.
When you're making film and working in the local area, it's important to have good resources. And it was almost like hey, I'll do this, and if the pay is not wonderful, that's okay, because then they could help you out on your project, or you can help them out with what you had resources to help them out with. So it's been a very good I'll help you, you help me scenario to creativity. When people ask me what do I need to do to get stuff done, or how do I actually make some steps forward, the answer is easy, and I'm stealing this from probably a couple of famous people, is just start doing it. You can think about it, you can plan it out, you can research it, but until you start doing it, you're not going to know if you really like doing it or how to do it better.
If you present yourself the right way and you get another opportunity for something completely different, don't be afraid to dive headfirst into it, because you're going to learn a lot and it's going to be engaging. If you take a new position for a while, as an editor, as a sound guy, as an assistant director, as a writer, something challenging is more likely to excite you and make you want to keep going than getting complacent and kind of doing the same thing over and over again.
Creative blocks can be some of the scariest things you will encounter on your creative journey, whether it's in writing or filmmaking or acting or photography or whatever the sense. Just continue to do the work and recognize that not every project is going to change the world, and not every project is going to move your career 12 steps ahead. Sometimes a project is just a learning experience, and I think it's really important to just continue in those learning experiences.
If you want to create something, then create something. Take the first steps, work with people that know how to do their special piece of that collaboration, and just make it. And then whatever you make is going to be wonderful. The next one will be that much better and better and better.